Yeah, absolutely. I thought for 80 or 90% of the game, we played really well. We're on top. We're in a commanding position, and yeah, probably just the last third, I guess, third of the batting innings. We just let it sleep. A few wickets. I felt like at times we're probably only two boundaries away from, the game being finished in about the 15th over. So, yeah, it's a shame. It's something we're going to have to try and get better at. It's happened a few times. So I'm sure every one of us will review in our own way and think about what we could have done differently. But for sure, you should be winning just about every game when you're in that position. I don't think it's the same as losing an Ashes test. I think to give it some context, obviously we're desperate to win. We love playing against England and even better when we win. But I think first of all, it's great to be over here and playing. We're really grateful for the opportunity and all the work that's gone in for us to get over here. I think a lot of us have played enough T20 to realise that games always go down to the wire and you can't win them all. So, I think there's quite a bit of disappointment, and everyone will wake up this morning wishing they did something differently to try and get us over the line. But it's first game of three games in the series, so series is still alive. I'm sure we'll be okay. They bowled really well. They showed their class. TC and CJ are two of the best death bowlers in the world and do it all over the world. And you could see why yesterday they nailed their skills under pressure. And yeah, certainly didn't make it easy for us. You've got to acknowledge some really good bowling. Wood and Archer, class bowlers as well. I haven't really heard any of the boys speak about them. Obviously didn't face them, so probably can't really make comment. But high quality cricket. I thought the whole game was played really well. Some really good fielding, bowling, and some class batting too.
And how annoyed?
He was all right. We're all frustrated in our own ways. I think it's frustrating. You're going to lose some games, but a game like that where you feel like you're right on top of them and let it slip, they're sometimes the most frustrating. But no, Jay was fine. First game in a long series, so or 3 matches. So all good. Just reflect on it. We'll get better. Yeah, I don't think it made any difference to the performance, but it for sure was strange. I guess we know what we were signing up for, but until Starkey's bowling that first over and you can hear a pin drop, it's just it's weird. So I think after a couple of overs we got into it, but yeah, it's just odd that unless we create the noise out there in the field, there is absolutely no noise happening. So a bit of an adjustment, but everyone's played enough cricket. I don't think the crowd makes too much of a difference. A lot of the time, but it's certainly different being over here in England and not hearing some of the songs. I don't know. Every time I try to predict a wicket, I'm always wrong. So, it was, I thought it was a pretty good wicket. Maybe slowed up a little bit and got a little bit lower towards the end, but maybe what's more different about this field than others is actually quite big outfield, so you feel like you can protect the boundaries a bit more than some of the other smaller grounds over here in England. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes on over the next 2 games. Maybe spin becomes a bigger part of it. We saw Maxi bowl some really good overs last night, whereas I'd say going into the game we weren't expecting he was going to have a bigger role, So we'll wait and see. But I'd say 9 times out of 10, T20 wickets normally end up pretty flat.